scene here, full house of the MCG on a bright sunny last Saturday in September between two great teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of reconciliation, the AFL acknowledges today's grand final is being played on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri people. This sacred meeting place of the Wurundjeri people and the Kulin Nation here at the MCG is now the home of football. The AFL also acknowledges all elders past and present and the unique contribution to Australian rules football made by the Australian Indigenous community. I invite you now to be upstanding as we welcome the stars of the hit musical Wicked, Amanda Harrison and Lucy Durack, to sing the Australian National Anthem.
Proudly strides to centre stage. Sam Mitchell will join him in a moment. Played one game for Port Adelaide and kicked a goal against the Cats in 1998, and then he went to Geelong.
As Sam Mitchell comes in, you think about every player's got doubts. Paul Chapman may have passed tests, but he's got to pass the test in his first 5 minutes.
All right, your call, Sam. Tails? Yep, go, mate. Tails it is. And a head to this. Thanks, guys.
Must have been a good goal, Bruce. The Cats remembered.
Brown's gone forward straight away from the Hawks.
As they did in round 17, the idea being the forward pressure on the Cats' defence and their ability to rebound without pressure is important. So you've got Rioli down there, Campbell, Brown, Osborne.
Gary Ablett's going forward for the Cats as well, which is unusual. Very unusual, so they might put him down in the goal square.
Bear in mind, with 4 minutes to go back in round 17, it was the Cats by 5 points, and then that man made a blunder, and suddenly the margin blew out to 11. His partner was expected. His kicking went off. Bucks, did that happen to you last week?
I don't think so. Matthew Stokes looks like he's tailing Luke.
Here we go. He's frisking him. Hodge is the target. They've come for him already. And away we go, the grand final. Back to back for the Cats. But can the Hawks pull off an upset? Sewell, first hands to the football. Down goes Kelly. Charging in Chapman. Spills behind them. And the umpire will do it again.
He had to use Matty Scarlett then to expose Lance Franklin and to send him a message early. Get the hands, get the ball in Scarlett's hands.
Lewis was slow off the mark there. Corey got it back from Johnson, so Ling another disposal. Bartell's kicked the centre half forward to beauty. Well, this would be something if Lonergan kicked the first, wouldn't it?
This would be a great story. Unbelievable story for a young man whose career was nearly over to get an opportunity to kick the first goal in the 2008 grand final. He'd be as nervous as anyone out there.
Bartel and Ling with 3 touches each early, and you can tell there's really not that much structure in the first 5 minutes of a grand final. Players are running around like chickens with their heads cut off. The intensity is extreme.
Not only nearly lost his career, seemingly nearly lost his life a couple of years ago, Tom Lonergan, and kicks the first goal of the 2008 grand final.
Left half back, kicks towards the wing. Rioli in best position, knocks it to his own advantage. Is a will of the West. Oh, taken down from behind, bumped from the front. Young got the crumb. Lewis kicks to half forward. Franklin is down. Scarlett got him. Looks back over his left shoulder, surveying the damage. Franklin's slow to get up. Wrestle meantime. Ball out of bounds on the full from the boot of Mackey. Free kick to Lewis.
Well, we talk about statements. This is a statement. Matthew Scarlett saw the opportunity.
Give it to him.
And Lance Franklin down the middle. It'll be interesting to see how Franklin responds from that.
Free kick to Geelong against Osborne's attack on Mackey. So Corey almost got overdue. Bateman. Brown, terrific half volley. Now to Osborne. To Bateman, hard running. Can kick a goal. 49 out. Low, straight, abusing. Took the chance and scored.
Centering kick, Mackey's got it inside the centre square, slipping over on the lead Johnson. He's backtracking, he could be dangerous. Well, they won't get the ball to him. Rioli steals the hand pass away from Mooney, storms up towards the wing, emerges from the shadows. Look at him go down towards left half forward. Brown 60 metres out, Bacon square. He has to hesitate, then pulls it across the ground. Ellis.
It wasn't aiming for him at that point, that's for sure. But the kick off the side of the boot, in fact, avoided the Geelong player who got 25 metres out in that key defensive area.
Great play by Rioli here, not to panic, not to use the ball before acceptances. He had Roughead up the line, but he was happy to chew up space with his run and carry.
Xavier Ellis directly in front, kicks from 40 and gives Hawthorn the lead.
He's had to nurse through the season. Birchall's hard running. Decision time. Now what does he do? He's running with the footy. 2 bounces. He's got Franklin inside. Could Buddy get enough on it and kick it all the way?
Jeez.
Well, the one thing there is he had a lot of time and space.
Comes the boundary line. Sewell. Franklin on the move with the run. Scarlett fists it away. Franklin the better recovery. Mitchell run down brilliantly by Kelly. Rioli sides the way through, pulls it back to full forward. Big bodies down there in front. A chance for the Hawks. Williams, Rockhead turns around and kicks another one.
15 and the Mountains back to Bartel, back to Enright, and then back to Hunt to try and set up. Short to Ablett. Ablett, is that 50? 50!
Might be a little bit lucky there. I reckon that Gary Ablett went to give the handball off.
Scotty, keep coming. It's another 50.
Oh, it's 100.
High tackle, Steve Johnson.
He'll be kicking from the goal square.
I warned you.
So it's given 250s. Guerra, a high tackle on Steve Johnson. The umpire said, I've already warned you, Brent. So Ablett from right in front here.
It was marginal, but I think Bateman's right hand knocked the ball out and Ablett tried to regather it. It was probably enough there to give, but it was marginal.
This to settle the Cats down a little bit, I think.
For the blood rule.
Osborne got it from Gilm, who got it from the man in the opposite back pocket, Guerra, as the kick comes down towards half forward. And a strong mark is taken by Brown right on the 50. Brown wasting no time. Bacon square. This has got to carry. Campbell Brown from long range.
Getting there at the last step to be the third man in those marking contests.
So look at the Cats. They've got the big disposals here. And there is Hodge. He's in trouble. He's gone.
Let it go. Let it go now. You've got the free. Go back.
And that'll be his man if the Cats can
Doesn't
manufacture
matter
that.
because the ball wasn't pinned. Right?
Look
I gave
what
him a
time
reasonable time. Doesn't matter because the ball wasn't pinned. I gave you reasonable time to get rid of it. No. He had both arms. No, that doesn't matter because the ball wasn't pinned. Okay,
And that's a fair decision because Hodge did not want that ball to spill into that area 25 metres out from goal. It was a decision he made to hold on to it, and I thought it was a fair decision by the ump.
Well, he kicked maybe the biggest goal of the prelim final. Rook gets a goal here in the opening term.
Touches and effective touches. Some of the other players racking them up but not doing much with them. Corey clever. Back to Taylor. Down towards half forward and Varco. Just inside the line. Travis Varco away. Long kick down towards full forward. Some body work down there. Mooney almost. It came back to him. And the roll of a drummer for Canberra. Needed a kind bounce. Got it. 52 metres out. Brown.
Great play, Rioli.
Gee, he's been a handful already, hasn't he, Rioli?
It's wonderful awareness, isn't it? He knows where his opponent is, knows where the space is.
This will be interesting now that he's got time to think about it. Whether he can affect the same result.
It's against the post.
It's a difficult shot, but if you think your way through it enough, don't panic. You know, one step out opens the angle up enormously. It's just a question, can you manufacture a...
Corey, one level with me. One step.
Important kick this one. Sharp angle. He's done it once. Can he do it again?
Go round. Go round.
He shouldn't go back too far. He should just...
Legend has it. He flosses with a power drill. In he comes and he misses to the near side. Brushes the post, but...
Well, he's showing that today, isn't he? He's clean hands, beautiful delivery.
It's 2-4 in favour of Geelong, so...
Well,
Hawthorn doing well to be in front.
Yeah.
Young, Deju, and they're not in front of the week, Chapman. A big story for a fortnight. Will he or wouldn't he? And that's not going to come back. It's a poor kick from his high
They missed that last goal. Smothered. Campbell got a hand to it. It still goes 20 metres. Taken by Mooney. All the time in the world assessing the options. Good close down defence. Brings something special out of Cam Mooney. Nothing was on. He took the bit between his teeth and from the boundary has threaded it through.
But this was a low angle. He just kicked it straight at the goal umpire.
Lovely finish over the black dot too. And having the Cats, this is what they do so well.
So Lonergan, Rook takes off. Lonergan's going to go in that direction. Well done. That could be 50.
Good courage and poor use of the footy. That's, they've been inside 50, 17 times the Cats. It should have been 18 on that occasion. And as Lee said, that's a massive number in just a quarter of footy.
Great kick. A really good double lead there. He led up, he went back, he pushed up his opponent and went again.
See, they're big penalties out there. Any 50-metre penalty, it's a really big one.
angle's right. There it is.
Well, they've turned it into 100 with a good kick, haven't they?
Yeah.
So Williams a star last week.
It's a beautiful kick normally. Huge kick because Geelong have really come back here.
Guides it through. Mismatch is perfectly poised.
Get us for Geelong getting plenty of it.
4 seconds to go till quarter time. Needs a clear takeaway here and a kick to the square. Selwood couldn't find a way through. Almost. Quarter time. The grand final we had to have. Living up to expectations. And the expectations were high. 5-3-33 to 5-2-32.
Coaches have to use their players well. Sam Mitchell, his nose is not bleeding, he'll start.
And what Bomber's done is he's told Stokes, well, you've got the roll on him again. He's actually up on the wing at the moment, but he'll have Hodge for the first 5 minutes at least of this quarter.
Otten flicks it down, taken by Ling to Corey. So many first touches around those clearances for Corey, taken high as Selby.
Got him up already.
Clever kick into the path of Lonergan. Lonergan, 60 metres out, takes something off the kick for Mooney, and I think he got it just inside the line. He did. Angles proving no problem so far this afternoon. Big test for Chapman. Hit very hard. He's going to get a free kick. Chapman is going to get a free kick. I think it's against Mitchell who was coming back, wasn't from the front of the footy.
She had to go back with courage.
Brad Johnson is watching at home. He's thrown the remote away.
Jordan! I didn't play, mate. Jordan!
I didn't pay it.
Scott McLean saying that.
Can you say that? The ultimate cop-out. Chapman in, kicks the goal. Now forward, getting in behind the defence, Williams. Bartell looking to corral him. Williams is kicking at goal. And he he's missed.
Well, and he missed that because he tried to kick around the corner rather than straightening up and kicking through the football.
I didn't mind Birchall's attack on the footy then. I thought their footy was his intent, and he was just trying to protect it from the oncoming Corey. It was a solid contest.
And what about Lonigan in the land of Birchall reality? Meantime, on the other side, Franklin has got the football, but it's coming back, and there's going to be a free kick, and it's going to Williams. He's looking dangerous, wasting no time, Rioli. Well, the young man's got a big kick here.
This is the steadier, isn't it? Geelong are really pressuring them. This is the one they need just to regain their confidence. There's Bartel just giving away the free kick.
It's a good umpire decision, that, isn't it? It looked initially like Bartel should have received the free kick, but he did pull him to ground.
Williams, every touch he gets, he's been quite dangerous. He's been good creating space for his teammates, and now he's been good with the ball today.
The youngest man on the ground keeps a cool head and steers it through.
Scores a level.
Otten sweeps it to a sweeper in his own right in Mackey, and then Mackey decides to go long to Lonigan.
He's going short, looking for Gillen. Stolen away.
Good vision.
Mooney had it bounce off his chest, goes after it, gets a hand pass to Chapman, 35 metres out. Chapman trying to bend it back, doesn't. Ellis. Hand passes back towards half-back. They've got plenty of numbers. Birchall gave it off. Lewis, Crawford, great pressure by Rook, forced the error. Kelly looking to find a way through. Otten's in a collision. Rook, hand passes into the path of Johnson. This will be a goal. No, just wide of the mark.
Sting here, Chapman running hard. That was clever. Ottens has got time now. He's a good finisher. Strolls in, can think all about it and miss.
Well, he just got his boot on only seconds before. He just had to handball it over.
He was 50 metres in the clear.
Too much time to think.
That's right. As if he had BO. Well, he is BO.
Get it two. They're hanging on here. Lonigan, Guerra will probably concede. Lonigan. This one he's
Looks like he
looking.
wants to give it off.
Okay, Steve.
Close to the man on the mark. And that's what happens when you actually get too close. You try and kick the ball higher off the initial step, and often you skew or you severely hook. So it's a poor result.
I reckon if you didn't look at the scoreboard, you'd think Geelong were 5 in front, not 5 points.
No, I think that's fair too.
Now Guerra just walking across the goal line. Concedes the ball. Needs to be careful. Played it pretty well. The man who gave him the football has it now. Sewell driving towards half forward. Crawford from behind. Harley gave a contest. Third man does well. Scarlett to Harley. Otten's low down. Made it difficult. Goes back to Harley. Harley from the half-back flank. Dew, clever. Stopped it. Goes with the outside of the boot. Now this could be a game-changing moment. Franklin, can he kick a goal? He's on the board. Well, they was headed for the goals. Williams had a decision to make.
On the line. Yeah, 50 metres to holding him, mate. He didn't put
50 metres, it was 50 centimetres, but that was great vision there by Franklin and by Dew to find Franklin. Good team play, and they need to make the most of their forward opportunities because they're not getting that many.
Stuart Dew was outstanding then. Outstanding.
Williams made the decision to take the mark. Kicks from point-blank range. Had he left it to get Buddy on the board, it may have bounced back. Such are the fortunes of the
Half a
Hawks.
step late every time at the moment, and that's what happens when you play on a bloke that's so strong in the body.
Varco sweeping on that one, and then hooking back, and just missing.
Gee, that was clever.
Renouf and Blake, Bartel high, no. Saul trying to crash through. Birchall again getting another one to Lewis. They're starting to build here. Young's on the right side for him. A left footer, loads it up. Franklin and Scarlett, it's going all the way. It's a goal. Can you believe it? Hawthorn's in front.
Drives it down towards half forward. Rook's in front. Birchall cut the corner. Rook goes back. Straddles Birchall. Gets away from Guerra. Ablett on the run. It's a mismatch. Stewie can't catch him. Little short chip inside the 50. Taken by Stokes. He immediately attracts a crowd. Down he goes. That, my friends, is a game tackle.
Jeez, he's been busy.
He knows. He just got his timing all wrong there. And he'd be disappointed too, because Stokes back without really any ferocity. The seat here he got him wrong. He just mistimed it.
Critical shot this, isn't it? You've got to be able to take your shots. This is about a 45-metre shot, 45-degree angle. They've got to start kicking some of these.
Especially when your coach has looked you in the eye at quarter time and wanted a big effort, hasn't he?
My word. He's a good kick, though. He's normally a very good kick.
This makes a big difference to how he feels at half-time, I reckon.
He's going to get an oversteer.
You've got to say that they've wasted some. I know Lee, they haven't had a lot of corridor shots, but they've had opportunities and probably overplayed a couple of balls.
Further out than he was in that last shot at goal, Bruce.
Johnson inside. The numbers are up now. Stokes, Varco. Wasn't a great handball by Stokes. He's had a poor first half. Crawford, important Hodge to Saul. Every play here. Well done, Ladson. Back to Brown. How hot is this footy? Saul can't quite get through. Varco puts the tackle on. Lonigan's down at the moment. Still can't get it out. Brown to Blake. Little give. Johnson fends off. Gets some time and space. Goes for goal and gets his mate Mooney.
Strength. Great kick. And Stephen Johnson never kicks them from around that distance.
It was Harley was down. Sorry, guys.
That's Harley who's in a bit of strife. But that's just brute strength by Cam Mooney.
We can't run off the line now here, Mooney. Set shots this year haven't been great for him. 35-29. He's had a great first half, though. Must run in a straight line and kick the goal. And he misses. How's that?
That's pressure. That is pressure. That's a side that's being pushed. They've had a lot of the play and haven't been able to put it on the scoreboard. Their skipper's gone down. Very important moment. They'll go inside here. They'll see their skipper heavily concussed. They'll come out breathing fire for the Cats.
Well, Hawthorn skipper's had a dirty day, Sam Mitchell. Tom Harley's afternoon. We're not sure what that involves after that. That was a remarkable second quarter. Geelong seemingly completely on top, and yet Hawthorn lead it at half-time. What a game we're seeing. It's 51-48. This is grand final footy. 23 degrees, 6-12 to 8-3.
His total this afternoon, just 3 hand passes. Remarkable. As we said, average 28 on the season.
There he is, one out. Buddy Franklin up against Scarlett.
Everything to play for. Start of the third term. And away we go. Blake knocks it down. Ablett went to ground. So did Bateman. Reaching over the top, Kelly. Extracting was Ling. Touched off the boot. Mackey got an unkind bounce. Lewis slides in. And that ball's not coming out, so we'll have a ball up out towards.
Charging through brilliantly and gives Mackey some space. And then Mackey kicks to Mooney.
That's a dangerous mismatch, isn't it?
There's the quote.
It is Campbell Brown. He's just not tall enough, but they kicked it into space. It was a really clever kick by Mackey. You'll see him here. He's just 2 or 3 inches below. And Cam Mooney's in pretty good form at the moment.
Corey's ability in heavy traffic there to win that ball.
And then to have that outlet player, they keep their width very well.
Wow.
Well, Mooney in the last minute of footy has missed
2 shots.
Their morale must be sapping just a little bit. Alton's missed that, made a behind in a certain goal, running into the open goal. Mooney missed just before half-time.
Contest.
Well done, Mitchell. There's a good effort from him. A clearance to Young. And then Young running his full measure. Roughhead fell over. Williams still with Williams. Left foot looking good. Just missing.
Young's in a bit of strife too.
Looks across the ground. Gee, an element of danger there. Thumped away by Mooney, taken by Ling. He knows he's got men wide. They've worked it there now. Chapman to Mackey. 55 metres out. Deep to the pocket, dropping back Lonigan. He kicked the first goal of the afternoon from this end.
And it's just hanging on. They're hanging on here, Hawthorn, for grim death. But if players keep falling over the way they are, gee, Geelong could put some goals on very quickly.
Same thing happened in 1989. Players falling over for Hawthorn, didn't it?
Can get your shots. You eventually got to start getting some goals.
Missed some easy ones. Lonigan. Did he brush the post? I think he did.
They're creeping up on them at the moment.
These behind It's as bountiful as celebrity chefs.
Last 11 scores for Geelong are behind.
To make Geelong work hard in defence.
Gee, that was a poor option because he had Crawford very short. So for the second time, Ellis has turned it over here, and they will pay, you would think. Could Ablett break the drought? Yes! Of course he can.
A few minutes ago, couldn't wait there at all, was in a lot of pain, went straight down the race with the Medicos, but with the skills of Medicos these days, I reckon we'll see Clinton Young again. There's still no sign of Tom Harley on Geelong's bench either. He caught that heavy knock just before half-time, so he hasn't recovered from that, so a few signs of concussion there for Tom.
Campbell got it from Sewell, gave it to Bateman, kick inside the forward 50, and Franklin comes up and takes the mark. So well held for so long. Capable of the distance.
I wonder if he'll anchor himself closer to goal in this second half. He hasn't had as much effect sort of pushing up the field and trying to push back. He could do worse than having 5 or 6 kicks in this second half, all being inside the 50.
Don't think about a short pass. Needs to go at goal here because he can light a fire under himself. The smoke is starting to rise. Hawthorn, boundary throw in. Heard the umpire. Arriving quickly, Lewis. Nabbed by Ottens. Down goes Bartell. In desperate trouble. Kept it alive. Chapman. Corey. Chips inside the forward 50. Oh, great defence. Getting back was Williams. And he thumps it towards the line. Any line would do. And it's helped across the behind line.
That's a great kick to Kelly. They've opened it up here. Corey running. Now runs into a dead end. It was good enough to get it out. Ablett becoming so influential.
What about Joel Corey got tackled? He looked like his arm was pinned, and this is the strength of Geelong. Their ability I reckon 99% of players in the AFL would have got pinged holding the ball then. They wouldn't have been able to get their hand to the ball, but he was able to, and they get a shot at goal instead of it going down the other end.
And those players that can penetrate with speed from the back line into midfield, just invaluable.
Well, he's not kicking straight now as he has become an issue.
Well, he's kicked one from the boundary here from 30 metres out in the first quarter. And it's
hard to keep up with it. Turnovers left, right and centre. Saul holds up in the tackle to Campbell. Little one. Crawford inside. Good. Saul on the up. Ladson's on his wrong side. He knows that. Couldn't quite get to Williams. G. Mitchell free kick.
Saul is up to 23 possessions.
He's had a magic start of this second half.
Thought he was big late in the first half, Saul.
Just got lower there, Osborne. You have to get right down to the footy, then there's a fair chance. The second bloke there will fall over the top of you.
Well, Saul's had 7 contested possessions, 4 clearances and 23 touches.
Gives it off to Hodge. Come the moment. Step up the man. Hodge puts them a goal in front.
Hand pass to Selwood. Selwood 60 metres out. Hot pull. It goes down towards full forward. Controlled well by Roughhead. Gives it to Jew.
Good man to give it to in this position, Jew. Kicks it long and hard. Wanting the boundary line initially. And right in Rioli. Rioli brilliant here. Absolutely brilliant, Rioli.
Fantastic. That's what wins you matches.
You can't coach that, can you?
That's just competitive.
Even when he lost his feet here, his ability to get back on it quickly was on his feet quickly and impact that contest.
Unfortunate they've lost Young, but they've got one runner down.
Harley just warming up in the rooms. It will be super important.
Well, his leadership's been so vital over the last 2 years, and he's sitting down in the room.
Johnson. Chief possession, get it till half-time with 19. Wastes a kick there. Sewell again. He's keeping on. Osborne to the run of Crawford. 305 games. He pulls it back towards the middle. Hard to move Stewie Jew in that situation. Jew inside the forward 50. Rioli thought about going back. Now he's got the crumb. Franklin didn't take the mark, but all's well that ends well.
Goals have been 6 to Hawthorn as we see Harley trying desperately to get back out.
He's lost Tiger Woods on the 17th. Can he see a scoreboard?
So 11 points to margin. Next goal, massive here. Bateman got it. from Lewis. Saul, been huge. Osborne getting busy. Suddenly it's opening up. Bateman still running hard. In the pocket. Going for goal. And probably had a couple of options there.
Wow. He's become critical, Bateman. He's their main runner to space. Their real power runner, their 60, 70 metre. Brad Sewell gets it inside, but Bateman's the one who just keeps running to that space.
Taylor. Whoops, some indecision. Taylor surrounded by Hawks. Strong tackle got him down by Bateman. Hodge, Jew, kicks a goal. Oh, look out.
He's been important, Jew. He's played some sort of a game. They've kicked 7 of the last 8 goals here. So here's the Taylor error.
It was a good pickup here, but this is what Hawthorn have been able to do. They've been able to create doubt in the Cats' mind, and they've swooped.
And they call it the Premiership quarter, and there's good reason for that. Geelong need a goal. They need a goal more than they have in the last 2 seasons right now. Guerra runs it out.
And Luke Hodge continues to be a massive presence. The Cats look okay when they draw Hodge out of their offensive 50, but they just have their disposals inside 50 haven't been effective enough.
Otten's won crucial taps.
Nor they're kicking a goal.
Lonigan, Stokes, Ablett, Ling did well. Fended off. Got it to Johnson. Selwood tucked away in the pocket. Mooney's in a spot, maybe. Was he brought down? No. Crawford continues to rack them up. Goes for the safety. Wants the boundary line. Big call from the umpire.
Free kick.
He knew.
Yeah, he did. Good decision. No arguing with that.
Rook's got the football. Left arm forward. Little chip to space. Awkward one for Mooney. They just can't buy a key forward now. Mooney's inaccuracy has really taken him out of the game to a certain extent. No longer a real factor. The ball inside the forward 50. Over the football, Williams digs it out. Jew once more. An unlikely bunky hero. Feeds a hand pass to Williams, who stumbles. But the boy from South Fremantle gives it back to Jew. He's in desperate trouble. Hand passes back. Williams goes in. Bats as a throw. The resistance may be broken.
He's kicked a goal in every quarter. There's Stewie Jew. Down to you, Tim.
Well, Jew's last 5 minutes has been so important. It must put a smile on Clarko's face. He fought for him at last year's draft. It was against their youth policy, and to date appears to be paying dividends.
How about those inside 50s? They're irrelevant at the moment, aren't they?
Surioli got him in the back of the head.
Well, as he's got this young man. Surioli has been outstanding.
Everything's going the Hawks' way, but they're earning it. They're earning it because they're putting their head over the ball. They're playing better footy. The Cats need to respond.
Hodge goes long. Crawford in a bad spot there. Good mark in right. Now they've played with a lot of courage and flair, Geelong, and a lot of dare. Let's see what they do here now. They're 4 goals behind. What can they do to turn this around? It's in good hands right now. Ablett. Milburn. They're running out of ideas by the look of it. Franklin. Still with Buddy. Well done, Scarlett. Still with Franklin, though. Now Jew could kick this, and he has. He's had the best 5 minutes of his footy life, and that includes the 04 Grand Final.
8 possessions in the term, 2 goals for that man, who once upon a time played for Port Adelaide. He's now a Hawthorn hero, but for Port he kicked 6 goals against Geelong round 5, 2001. Who knows? Off hands Corey, swings it wide. Selwood hasn't stopped trying, kicks inside the forward 50. Ill-directed, intended for Walligan. Brown lurking behind.
Even though the Hawks personnel is down, we know they're missing a few, and we've got Gillam again stretching his hammy again, but the Cats have actually got to go up a gear to expose that, and they haven't been able to do that yet this match.
Birchall walks it behind.
Well, they need someone to stand up the Cats. They need someone to grab this game and say, right, Hawthorn, you're in control, but it's got to come back our way.
And that is the 7th rush behind. It sometimes confuses the stats, so they've actually kicked 7-11 off the boot.
Birchall That falls short. Johnson will get a free kick. It's probably time, I would think, that Matt Blake become the hero. Hawthorn needs to go forward.
In the back of the head.
Blake needs to ruck.
Just watch. Blake has been free often too today, and they've ignored him.
Come on.
So Johnson's got the footy. Mooney is dropping back. Now Mooney goes to the pocket. Not sure about that. He's ignored. Spiral goes long. Hasn't got the carry. Plenty of hooks back there. Melbourne. I'm not sure he left the ground.
He's the one who plays down back. He might go forward and give the Cats what they need, which is a massive lift.
One thing about a good torpedo punt, it just travels that much further in its flight that it fools everyone setting up.
Yeah, that's a great sign.
Harley Coe. Hawthorn have kicked 9 of the last 10 goals, so it's been sustained brilliance on top of the Cats to this point.
At last.
So Milburn gets to goal. And so Mooney and Milburn, a little bit of Mooney there. 23 points.
Now we have a look in fast motion.
23 points. Bomber Thompson's been 23 points behind Hawthorn in the grand final at three-quarter time once before. When they got up in 1984, when the Bombers made it, Adler leading a late goal here makes a big difference.
He is taking him out.
That was as good as it gets.
Can that actually go to that? Downfield means it goes to the centre, not to the
They paid the downfield kick before the Geelong player even had got the ball second bloke in the centre square.
It should be in the centre square. I don't think it should be down there.
Well, it was a cynical foul anyway.
It just took him out. Adler went to run on and just absolutely blocked his run.
Might be the rule, just common sense umpiring or something.
No.
Clark will be pulling his hair out with these last 2 goals.
Has he got it, Johnson?
No.
He has.
Yes.
He's kicked the goal, so Geelong get 2 goals inside a minute, and suddenly there's a big pulse. Beating hard now.
We'll have a look at it here. Here's Ablett. He gives it off.
Okay, so
That's the free kick. Not downfield.
all right, so they might have played the advantage to Ling. Did Johnson take the mark up forward?
I think you're right.
Well, if that was a downfield free kick to Johnson, well, that was the incorrect decision.
Pretty sure it was.
Downfield's for Ling, isn't it? Because that's where the ball went.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then actually it's a good professional free kick because it stops play. He's been good, Ablett, the last 2 minutes when they've needed him.
Hasn't he?
27 possessions to him. Sewell 25.
Dying seconds of the term. Corey again getting first touch, trying to feed it wide. Franklin, did he have the football? Bateman charged in. Mackie in the opposite direction. And despite all of this, the siren will end the action. 3/4 time, and Geelong have sparked the revival. A couple of late goals still in this. It will be survival of the fittest in the grand final. Hawthorn 14-5, Geelong 9-18.
Because they do have a limited bench. We know Crow's gone for the game with a broken foot. Clinton Young's got an ankle problem, so his output is going to be limited. Stuart Dew went down the rooms at 3/4 time, so he may have an issue. He's going to actually he'll probably start. There's Tommy Harley. Yep, Tom Harley, who had concussion at half time, came back on the ground at 3/4 time. Did a bit of a warm up. Looks to be okay. They need him to inspire the boys in the last quarter.
Gary Ablett, 27 possessions. Steve Johnson, that surprises me, 27, just 1-1. He's been pushing up the ground a fair way. And for the Hawks, quite outstanding in that last term. And as Bruce said just before half-time, Brad Sewell has 25. So
it looks like Bartel's gone into the forward 50 for Geelong. They need to find something that they haven't had up to this point in that forward 50 area.
A little thing, sun into the eyes, deep into Geelong's forward line. They kick it long and deep. Anything can happen.
Start of the final term. Hawks lead by 17 points. Ottens taps it down. Corey coming off the line of this square. Stolen by Lewis. Corey caught one.
In a bit of a collision behind the play.
They can ill afford that. Gillam short to Guerra, talking about marking contest with his son. Also spotting people up in this situation.
Stuart Juice. Sorry, Den. Stuart Juice has come on and Gary Ablett's going, I need someone to come back and play on him because I don't want to play on him.
Top Pearl Harbour.
It's the 8 rush behind.
Trying to spot something coming out of this sun there. With the short one up the middle, this is Ellis. Ellis drives towards Hawthorn, and guess who? Jew again, overcommitted Ablett. Jew goes long, it's bending back. Behind.
It was interesting at the start of that last quarter. Franklin was up on the wing. I got a feeling they might have said the Scarlet is just a bit too good in that forward 50. So get Franklin.
Mark is taken by Campbell.
They're on you.
Campbell about 55 metres out, spots a man in the pocket. That's ambitious, but okay. Lewis over the top of Johnson.
Gee, they worked out really well. All Hawthorn and Geelong pushed across to the near side, the member side of the ground, and then that left the other side of the ground where the ball had just come from open. Lewis, perfect position.
And doesn't this say puts a dent in the Cats' chances if he kicks this?
The biggest kick of his young career, and he's missed. Just hangs it out to the left, to behind.
So good when the tackle comes on. Corey, Ablett.
Well, they're away here too.
Lovely kick to Mooney. He'll look up and he sees some options. He's got Johnson. Decides to go towards Rook. That was a strange bit of play. Brown brilliantly got back, and then Gillen wants the line and he gets it.
Last week when Rook had to go back and...
That's the 10th rush behind.
They're happy with their kicking routines.
A top-up. He kicks it beyond up.
Just today, Dennis, just today.
Campbell knocked it down. Rook releases Ablett, runs in and misses. Again. Hodge, what a superb game. Just directing things across the ground. Gillen, a few touches lately. To the wing, a wonderful kick. Taken by Lewis. Renoff is running on. Well, the kick comes across and they'll get a free. Gee, that was a dangerous kick, but Bateman is getting the free kick. It's called against Kelly.
He was very lucky there because...
he didn't want to use Renoff, did he?
Yeah, he didn't want to use Renoff. He thought he'd go safe. He's running.
Quickly on Franklin. Oh, he's done it. He's done it. He's put the icing on the cake. He's made it hard now.
Running bounces. Look at that, 8-36.
Blake, Bartel, not far enough. Mitchell quickly goes on to the left foot. The captain's kicked the goal. It hasn't been a great day. So far it is now for him.
They'll be happy now just to be able to play a bit of keepings off.
Well, there's no guarantees in AFL footy. Gee, how much has changed for the two captains in a half an hour footy? I mean, Harley just before half time and Mitchell, compare where they'd be right now.
They had complete control in that second term, and then all of a sudden
Didn't take the shots.
You don't take the opportunities, and this is what the game can do.
I was going to say Essendon won 52 out of 57 games between 99 and 01 and got one premiership.
It's so hard to win.
42 out of 44 coming into today.
So hard to win two back-to-back. Very, very hard to win three.
Well, we're in great company, and that's what makes what the Brisbane Lions did so special. The Collingwood team of the 20s, and
Melbourne in the 50s.
Melbourne in the 50s. Yes, they're not easy to win. Doesn't matter how good you are. You've actually got to be the best team on the right day, qualify to get there first, then be the best team on the right day in successive years.
Well, Mitchell had kicked 3 goals before today. He got the last goal. This is this season. Ladson's kicked 2 goals so far this year. He's played every game. This would completely seal it.
One now. That's it there.
It's looking good. It's their day.
That's what I'm talking about.
So early in the game, if Geelong had 60, they win. Well, they've had 57, so they might have 60, but they don't look like they're going to win. That is extraordinary.
43 points the margin. Martin's out of the middle. Floats one towards half forward. Brown goes back. Absolutely stunning.
You can't beat toughness in big games. Hodge, Campbell, the big bodies, the blokes who love a bit of rough and tough, have stood up.
Hodge did well as well.
No. I'm going to go through, Mark. Yeah, go through.
Now, they've lost possession here for a one-handed throw. I must admit, I didn't see it. I was watching the replay.
Got called play on.
So Rook's got An unlikely free kick. Brown took a wonderful mark, then was penalised. Rook.
All clear, please.
He's kicked it.
So here's how Rook got the free kick for that throw from Brown. So a couple of goals to Rook. So Hodge just calming influence there.
Sort of. Not a major influence either.
Selwood to Wattens. Bad handball. Bartel had a real problem, but that was just dropped. Gee, there's a free kick. Ablett tried to cut it off. Osborne. Mitchell slung out. Well done, Osborne. Break the tackle. Looks up. You can see a lot of possibilities. Lewis, the first of them, should go on and kick the goal. Measures it. Rough head. Got it.
Quick ball movement. Too strong. And this will be the absolute icing.
Just took one step, put his 100 Ks into Taylor, then came back for where the floor of the ball was going.
So the big guns have kicked a goal each in the last quarter, Roughhead and Franklin. That's what I'm talking about!
He has been unbelievable. It's, both of their young boys, Ellis and Rioli, they've been the two reasons why Hawthorn are in this position.
Williams has got it. In terms of Ellis, I'm sure he heard all week about the wonderful midfield of the Cats. Their wheelhouse. Nice snap if you were going that way. David Roden throws the remote away. Just ahead of his time, if you're watching David.
Oh, look at that. As enjoyable as it can be on crutches, he's delighted.
It's been terrific.
He doesn't know the word give up.
He is just a wonderful young player. Lonigan's taken the mark.
Hey, Steve.
Selwood 29 possessions, 18 hand passes. But that man was doubted when he got the job. Those that picked him were doubted. Well, the naysayers can leave the building. Lonigan comes in and kicks a belated goal.
Because they performed on the big stage.
So here's the captain. Had an horrendous first half, but he's picked himself up. And his team...
That's leadership right there too.
To Campbell. He's done another good job, Campbell.
Well, they've been able to nullify Otten's and Blake's influence on the game.
This will be Hawthorn's 10th premiership.
See if they can get it into Shane Crawford's hands to finish it off.
48 years since their first Hawthorn, but their 10th premiership, the only team in the last 50 years to get to double figures, the Hawks. Brown. And gee, you think of the coaches that have gone before Clarkson, Kennedy and Jeans and Parkin and Joyce. They're big names. Here is Hodge to Guerra.
Well, right now, Geelong are being milked with cold pliers. Here's Guerra. They're really teasing the Cats now. It's out of their reach, and they can't get the footy. Osborne. A wonderful day for the Hawks.
Bateman's run 100 metres to get that uncontested mark. 30 seconds left in the game. Still doing the work.
Bateman drives it towards half forward. Eventually, they gave it to a contest. Harley leads back. A tired-looking Harley. The ball is out of bounds. And we're down to 17 seconds.
So the last little bit of play in what's been a memorable grand final has lived up to its hype. Franklin got it from Jude, dropped it to Crawford, a little soccer off the ground, Rioli and Enright. Taylor, Buddy runs him down. Hawthorn, the champions. The long wait for Crawford over. What a team on and off the field they've turned out to be.
it's a fantastic effort. I mean, you went in thinking, and how could you possibly pick against a Geelong side that just had won so consistently over a couple of years? But they were coming. If you just purely did it on the last month, then it was certainly an even money ball game, and certainly Hawthorn did it without some of their star players, tearing the game apart. Rufford was okay, Franklin got his couple, but their defensive backup, led by Luke Hodge, I just thought the way he has played this final series, the way he's directed that back group, has just made it so hard to score against them.
We kept talking about 1989. There was so much of 2001 in this grand final today. Brisbane made their move in the third quarter like Hawthorn did. As we're about to go down and join Tim Watson.
Shane Crawford's with me. Shane, the champs of this game. Shane, the champs of this game don't always get what they deserve. You did today.
It's unbelievable. Like, to be the underdogs, and the boys are really confident to go into the match. Mate, this is a dream come true.
17 years in the making. I mean, it's taken a long time to get to this day.
Oh, I can't believe it, mate. Can't believe it.
Did you give up hope at any stage, though?
I could nearly kiss you at the moment.
Go and enjoy yourself.
You feel like his career's complete. He had a Brownlow, but he didn't have what he wanted.
Well, he's had a great career, and as Tim said, not everyone gets this opportunity, and he's been a part of a team. He's hung on long enough to do that. We saw Robert Harvey retire just a week ago and didn't get that chance, but the Hawks have deserved every minute of that, and Crawford's played a massive part in it, not just tonight or today, but during his career.
Down to you, Ricky.
This man just defines courage. Hodgie, what a feeling for you.
Oh, mate, this is sensational. For the boys to come out here, Geelong have been the prime team for the last 2 years, and just the way the boys stuck to the game plan, it was just super effort.
So what's going through your mind at the moment, mate? Just tell us what it's like to win a premiership.
Oh, mate, I don't know. I've still got goosebumps on hands. Just seeing the boys how excited they are. We started this 4 years ago, and it's just what we've come to now. It's just a super team effort, and looking at the youth of the boys, it's only more maturing for us to do. So just looking forward to the future.
I'll let you get back in there, mate. Go on, Hodgie. Thanks, mate.
I've got to say that Trent Crowe didn't have a major impact on the game, but here's the world's most dangerous reveller wandering around that huddle with his crutches.
He's got blood rules.
He's thanked every player because he couldn't be out there, but he said thank you to absolutely every one of them.
Well, he hugged Shane Crawford so tightly that there was blood started coming out of his right ear.
Gary Ablett went up and congratulated every one of them.
Well, 18 of those players for Geelong were on the other end just this time last year. It's what you dream about, isn't it? And Crawford's waited longer than anyone. 89 to 115. Hawthorn defeating Geelong by 26 points as we go down for the presentation of the AFL Premiership Cup and the announcement of the Norm Smith medalist.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome to the podium former Collingwood champion and a man who won the Norm Smith medal in 1990, Tony Shaw, to present the Norm Smith medal today to the player adjudged the best on field in the 2008 Toyota AFL Grand Final. Shawry.
The winner of the Norm Smith medal from Hawthorn, Luke Hodge.
first of all, just say thanks Geelong. Mate, for the last 2 years, you guys have been what we've been aiming to be. So thanks very much for the game today. You've been superb. To the AFL and Toyota, thanks very much for putting on not only today but the whole season. And also just to the boys and all the Hawk supporters out there. It's been sensational. Looking forward to next year. Well done, guys.
Luke Hodge, the 2008 Norm Smith medalist. Well, of course, it is every young footballer's dream to be on this dais on Grand Final Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with much pleasure we welcome 22 participants from the NAB AFL Auskick program who will now present medallions to each player of the winning team. And we start. Number 2, Jared Roughhead. Number 3, Jordan Lewis. Number 4, Rick Ladson. Number 6, Mark Williams. Number 7, Michael Osmond. Number 8, Xavier Ellis. And what a moment for this man. Number 9, Shane Crawford. He deserves every moment. Number 10, Chance Bateman. Number 11, Clinton Young. Number 12, Brad Sewell. Number 14, Grant Birchall. Number 15, and the Norm Smith medalist, Luke Hodge. Number 18, Brent Guerra. Number 23, Lance Franklin. Number 24, Trent Crode. Number 27, Stephen Gillen. Number 30, Campbell Brown. Number 31, Stuart Dew. Number 33, Cyril Rioli. Number 34, Brett Renneth. Number 39, Robert Campbell. And now, the captain, number 5, Sam Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, would you now please welcome Australian Football Hall of Fame legend and 4-time premiership coach, the great Ronald Dale Barassi, to present the Jock McHale Medal to the coach of the Hawthorn Football Club, premiers of 2008, Alistair Clarkson. Firstly, folks, let's hear from the Hawthorn skipper. Sam, the stage is yours.
Pretty daunting standing up here at grand final day, but firstly, just to Tom Harley and all the Cats boys, been the benchmark of the competition for 2 years, had 2 great contests against you this year. We'll have some more in the years to come. So firstly, well done to the Cats. Secondly, just like to thank the AFL and Toyota. It's been an unbelievable final series, one we've thoroughly enjoyed, so thanks for putting it on. Also to all the Hawthorn sponsors, the people who support us as a footy club, to Tassie, make sure you get down there for a holiday. Puma, been with the club 30 years. MBF, really looked after us, make sure we get out there, so thanks to all the sponsors, to all the people that have made this footy club what it is today. To the blokes, it was really great that the first guys that got out to us when the siren went was the blokes who missed out today, and that's what makes our playing group so special. All the blokes that missed out. To the coaches and the board who had the vision 4 years ago to undertake what we've done. We've had some hard roads, particularly for a couple of years there where we were down the bottom of the ladder. And the last two groups of people I'd like to mention, the most important playing group, of course, they were just fantastic today, never give up all year, so well done to the other boys. And finally, what makes footy clubs tick? This year, 40,000 members. Next year, 50,000. So to all of you, thank you.
Well done, Sam. Before we hand over the silverware, let's hear from the coach, Alistair Clarkson.
Thanks, Craig. Can I firstly thank the Melbourne Cricket Club. There's something really special about this stadium. It's the best stadium in the world, and we're rapt to have won the 2008 Premiership at this ground. To the AFL, Mike Fitzpatrick, the chairman, Andrew Demetrio, the chief executive officer, Toyota is the premier partner of the AFL. It's a fantastic sport. AFL footy is alive and well. We're just so pleased to be able to represent our footy club on this big day in September. The Hawthorn Footy Club don't get an opportunity and haven't for the last 17 years to play out here, and it was so special to do it today against such a formidable opponent in Geelong. Strangely enough, to the Cat boys, we've been following their progress over the last 7 or 8 years. We used their club as a model to follow because I thought the administration and the stability of their footy club was first class. And commiserations to the Geelong Footy Club today, but they've been a fantastic side throughout the course of this year. To the Hawthorn Footy Club itself, Ian Dicker, Jason Dunsell, they were just absolutely magnificent back in 2004. Thanks very much, guys. To the sponsors of our footy club, HSBC, also Tasmania. Fantastic sponsors over the last couple of years. HSBC for the last 5 or 6 and Tasmania the last couple. Been great supporters of our club. DWS is our coach's sponsor. We've got a very, very special group of corporate support at our footy club that is going to make us go from strength to strength in the years to come. To our players and our coaching staff, to Mark Evans, who heads up our football administration, Chris Pelkin, our list management, to the real strong band of coaches, been fantastic supporters, and they've really taught this young group of players how to play and win in September. Toddy Viney in particular, Damien Harvick, Ross Smith, David Rath. We've got some really special coaches at our club. Last of all, before I jump off the microphone, as Mitch said earlier, it's been so heartening over the last 2 or 3 years. It's not just our club, it's every club, to see so many supporters wearing the colours of their club in the crowd. And to see so much gold at this ground today was just magnificent. And I'll just say one more thing. We are a happy team at Hawthorn.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I have much pleasure in inviting the captain of Hawthorn's 1961 inaugural Premiership team, Graham Arthur, to present the Premiership Cup of 2008 to Sam Mitchell and Alistair Clarkson.
Well, there's a lot of emotion, but they do cross the T's and dot the I's, don't they? Go down to Tim now with Alistair Clarkson.
Well, you must have been in awe of that performance from your team today.
Yeah, it was a real tough grind, and different stages we found it really difficult to score, particularly that second quarter, and perhaps the Cats did us a favour by kicking so inaccurately, but it was a real hard grind. I mean, I know it's a lot about the effort today, but it's really been about the effort of our whole footy club for the last 4 years, and even before that, you know, a lot of these guys have come into the side over the last 4 years, but so many were actually coming into their club in 2001, and Croft came in about 1993, so that's a very special feeling.
At the beginning of this year, did you think that you had a grand final side or a premiership side within the ranks?
I knew we had one in the making, but I wasn't so certain it was going to be in 2008 that we'd salute. We got a great crop of young kids and some terrific coaches and great support from board level in terms of providing us with the resources that we need to get our side up and going and playing in September. But we're really just trying to consolidate and build on last year's finals performance, and if we could finish in the top 4 and get another 2 or 3 finals, we thought that'd be a real stellar year for us. But this is just amazing that we've been able to go all the way.
It was a true grand final. Geelong threw absolutely everything at your boys during different stages of this game, but they didn't buckle under the pressure at all.
Yeah, it's a real hard tussle, and it was really played in tremendous spirit by both sides, and there's some really strong hits throughout the course of the game, but all in the sort of fairness of the game, I thought. And Geelong have been such a fantastic side for the best part of the last 2 years, and as I said on the microphone before, you know, we've really used them and St Kilda and Port Adelaide as sort of benchmark clubs for us to follow, and we probably, funnily enough, we've beaten the team that we had so much respect for.
Al, you're always going to do it your way. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Changing of the guard was going to happen in the next couple of years. It may have happened here this afternoon.
Shane Crawford, 305 games, and Luke Hodge quite outstanding this afternoon in this grand final victory. They've won 10 of them now. Bruce, I think the signs were there last week in hindsight. When you look back against the Western Bulldogs, you got the feeling Geelong in that game in the third term were teetering. Now, the Bulldogs didn't kick straight. Hawthorn did today.
Yep, they certainly did, no doubt about that. Well, let's go down and join Ricky with Trent Crowe.
Well, Crody, can you believe, mate, you're a premiership player?
Oh, mate, just stoked. I can't believe it. Mate, I just don't know what to say. It's unbelievable.
It wasn't quite the fairy tale either, mate, because you went off with, was it a broken foot?
Yeah, mate, I can't feel it. I reckon it's broken, but yeah. Fortunately, Harley went off at the same time, so, but mate, what a day. This is surreal, mate. I don't even, where are we?
It's unbelievable, isn't it? So you had to watch the game in the rooms on the TV?
Yeah, half-time went in, and I was lying down there and watched on the TV, cheering the boys home. It was unreal, and I can't describe how happy I am, mate.
Believe it or not, mate, you are a premiership player, mate. You're on the one. Christ, you better catch up with the boys in your lap of money. You deserve it.
Well done, guys. Great game today. Wonderful result.
Terrific, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you to all of you. So that was it. It was Hawthorn in the end. What a surprise. What a win. What a day. One to remember forever. See you later.